Hello guys, I am from Gaugrass Maths Hub. I shall explain question number 11 that has been taken from exercise 6.2, chapter 6, application of derivative, NCERT 12 mathematics. The question is, prove that the function f given by f of x equal to x square minus x plus 1 is neither increasing nor decreasing strictly on open interval minus 1 comma 1 open interval full stop. Now come out to solution here. Solution implies that here I shall write, given that f of x equal to x square minus x plus 1. Here you can see the given function f of x equal to x square minus 1. The given function f of x equal to x square minus x plus 1 is a polynomial function. So here I shall write is a polynomial function. This function f of x equal to x square minus x plus 1, which is a polynomial function, is neither increasing nor decreasing strictly on open interval minus 1 comma 1 open interval full stop. So what we'll do in this case, so here again I shall write f of x equal to x square minus x plus 1. This is the function. With the help of this function, we shall get first order derivative of f of x. Means that we have to get f dash of x. So here I shall write differentiating f of x with respect to x. We shall get implied that d over dx of f of x equal to d over dx of x square minus d over dx of x plus d over dx of 1 implies that d over dx of f of x comes out to be f dash of x equal to d over dx of x square comes out to be 2x minus I shall write this minus I shall reflect this at this place. D over dx of x comes out to be 1 plus d over dx of 1 comes out to be 0. So we have got here f dash of x equal to 2x minus 1. Again I shall write comma put f dash of x equal to 0 implies that 2x minus 1 equal to 0 implies that x equal to 1 over 2 we have got. The value of x we have got x equal to 1 over 2. Now I shall draw the real line on which I shall indicate x is equal to 1 over 2. Here it says strictly on open interval -1, comma 1 open interval. So here I shall write the interval open interval -1, comma 1 implies that x belong to open interval -1, comma 1 open interval. Implies that now the value of x will be this one, x belong to -1 open interval -1, comma 1 open interval. So here I shall write x will not be equal to -1 and x will not be equal to 1, but x is equal to 0 will be available. X belong to open interval -1, comma 1 open interval, means that the value of x will not be equal to -1 because here open interval is available, and also one open interval is available, that's why x is equal to -1 will not be available. In between you can have x equal to 0. Now whole scenario will be drawn on the real line. So here I am going to draw the real line here. You can see. This is the real line. Here towards the extreme left I shall write -infinite. Towards the extreme right I shall write +infinite. And here x is equal to 1/2 is available. So here I shall write locate 1/2, and here also x belong to open interval -1, comma 1 open interval. So -1 will come at this place, -1, and 1 I shall locate at this place, 1. This is the indication on the real line I have done here. So here x is equal to 1/2 I have got. With the help of the point x is equal to 1/2, I shall form two intervals. The first intervals, here I shall write now x is equal to 1/2 divides the real line into two distinct intervals. Namely, first interval I shall take -1, 1/2. So here you can see open interval -1. So here I shall write open interval -1, comma x equal to 1 over 2 is available. This means that x equal to 1 over 2 at the point x equal to 1 over 2, f of x will not respond at all. So 1 over 2 will also be written in line with open interval, and open interval 1 over 2 comma 1 open interval. Now x equal to 1 over 2, divide the real line, this line, into two distinct intervals, namely open interval -1 comma 1 over 2 open interval, and open interval 1 over 2 comma 1 open interval. Here you can see, take the first interval open interval -1 comma 1 over 2 open interval. So now here I shall write, take the first interval open interval -1 comma 1 over 2. Implied that x belong to open interval -1 comma 1 over 2. Implied that value of x will be 0. So here you can see, just I am making here you can see -1 is available, here 1 over 2 is available. So in between you can locate here 0. This means that x equal to 0 will get, but x equal to is not equal to -1 and x is not equal to 1 over 2. This is the scenario. X belong to open interval -1 comma 1 over 2 open interval. So here -1 I have located on the real line here, -1. 1 over 2 I have located at this place. At both point -1 and 1 over 2, f of x will not respond at all. In between -1 and 1 over 2 lie 0. In between 0. That's why I have written here x equal to 0. But x is not equal to -1 because here open interval is available, and x will not be equal to 1 over 2 because here open interval is available. So this x is equal to 0 will be put in f dash is equal to 2x equal to -1. So we shall see, we can see now, put x equal to 0 in f dash x equal to 2x minus 1, imply that f of 0 equal to, here in place of x I shall put 0. That these two I shall write 2 will multiply to 0 minus 1, imply that f dash of 0 comes out to be 2 will multiply to 0 comes out to be 0. Here you will get minus 1. Implied that f dash of 0 less than 0. Here you can see f dash of 0 equal to minus 1. Minus 1 is less than 0. In this case, again I shall write in the interval open interval minus 1 comma 1 over 2 open interval f dash x less than 0. This means that f of x is strictly decreasing. So here I shall write this one in this interval. One line I shall read, since f dash of 0 less than 0 implies that f of x is less than 0 on the interval open interval minus 1 comma 1 over 2 open interval. Hence f of x is strictly decreasing. That's all. Since f dash of 0 less than 0 implies that f dash of x less than 0 on the interval minus 1 open interval minus 1 comma 1 over 2 open interval. Hence f dash is strictly decreasing. In the interval open interval minus 1 and 1 over 2 open interval, f of x is strictly decreasing. In between lies here 0. And the interval 1 over 2 comma 1. So we have to locate the point between 1 over 2 and 1. Now I shall take the interval on open interval 1 over 2 comma 1 implies that x belong to open interval 1 over 2 comma 1 open interval. Implied that I have to take, here you can see x belong to open interval 1 over 2 comma 1 open interval. The value of x I shall take as one point between 1 over 2 and 1. So what point should I take? 1 over 2 and 1. So what we'll do here, the value of x implies that the value of x will not be equal to 1 over 2, and also x will not be equal to 1. But x is equal to 3 over 4 I shall take. Now locate this one. Here if I write x belong to open interval 1 over 2 comma open interval, implied that, elaborate this one, 1 over 2 comma 1 over 1, implied that here 2 over 2 if I write 1 2 it will fall. So here 1 over 2 is available, in denominator 2 is available. Here in denominator 1 is available. To multiply numerator 1 by 2, 1 by 2, here denominator 1 will be multiplied by 2. So 2 over 2 I shall write, 1 2 we shall get. So we shall proceed towards advancement. So here I shall take 4. So if I take here 4, so 1 over 2, so here I shall write 2 over 4. Here again I shall write 4 over 4. Because the 1 over 2 can be written as 2 over 4, comma 1 over 1 can be written 4 over 4. So in between I can locate very well, imply that 2 over 4 comma 3 over 4 comma 4 over 4. So this point I shall take, because this point will not be taken into account and 4 over 4 will not be taken at account. The value of x I shall take x is equal to 3 over 4. So here I shall get implied that x is equal to 3 over 4 I shall get. Remember this one. So that's why this thing I have explained in detail, enclosing in the box here, so that this can be written in the rough work. Here 4 is there, this is 4. Again I shall explain, x belong to open interval 1 over 2 comma 1 open interval, can be written as 1 over 2 comma 1 over 2. One over 2 can be written as 2 over 4, comma 1 over 1 can be written 4 over 4. Thus 2 over 4 I have written. In denominator 4 4 4, in everywhere denominator 4 is available, and here in numerator 2 3 4 I have taken, but here open interval is available, that's why 2 over 4 will not be taken into account, and here also one open interval is available, that's why 4 over 4 will not be taken into account. In between, the value of x I shall take 3 over 4, x is equal to 3 over 4 I shall take, because in denominator 4 4 4, 2 3 4 I have taken in sequence, that can be written under number line very well. 3 over 4 I shall take. The 3 over 4 will lie somewhere between 1 over 2 and 1. Suppose 3 over 4, here 3 over 4 will lie. 3 over 4 will lie. So we shall look into at the point x is equal to 3 over 4. In this interval, open interval, 1 over 2 comma 1 open interval, what the status of f of x will be x is equal to 3 over 4. I shall put in f dash is equal to 2x minus 1. So here I shall write put x equal to 3 over 4 in the equation f dash x equal to 2x minus 1, imply that here in place of x I shall put 3 over 4. So here I shall write f dash of 3 over 4. In place of x I shall put 3 over 4 equal to 2. I shall write in place of x I shall write 3 over 4. So here I write 3 over 4. Again write here minus 1. Let us see what happened. F dash of 3 over 4, just calculate here. 2 over 4 comes out to be 2 to the 4, 2. Here you will get 2. 3 over 2, the 3 over 2. Here you will get 3 over 2, 2 to the 4, 2. 3 over 2 will get 3 by 2 comes out to be 3 by 2. The 3 by 2, the 3 will be divided by 2 comes out to be 1.5. So here I write 1.5 minus 1. 3 over 4. 3 divided by 2 comes out to be 1. Here write 2. Here will get 1. Here write point. Here write 5 ja 10. So you have got this one. This one you have got. Just I am going to erase this one. So you have got here 1.5 minus 1.0 you have got. So what you have got here, again I shall write implied that f dash of 3 over 4 equal to 1.5 minus 1.0 comes out to be 0.5. So here write 0.5. Imply that f dash of x greater than 0. Greater than 0. Greater than 0 on the interval one over 2 open interval 1 over 2 comma 1 open interval. So here you can see implied that f dash of 3 over 4 comes out to be 0.5. The f dash x, where x is equal to 3 over 4 is greater than 0. F dash x. So here I shall take x is equal to 3 over 4. X is equal to 3 over 4. So x is equal to 3 over 4. The f dash x is greater than 0 on the interval open interval 1 over 2 comma 1 open interval. In this interval, f dash x is greater than 0 on the interval 1 over 2 comma 1 open interval. So what will get here? We have got, hence here I shall write hence on interval 1/2 comma 1 open interval, on hence on open interval 1/2 comma 1 open interval f of x is strictly increasing. In the interval here, on the interval open interval 1/2 comma 1 open interval f of x at point x equal to 3/4, f of x is strictly increasing. So here you can see on the interval -1, on the interval open interval -1 comma 1/2 open interval, f of x is strictly decreasing, and open interval 1/2 comma 1 open interval, f of x is strictly increasing. This thing you have to show. So this scenario from this place to this place will be covered from this point to this point, 1 point, from this point to this point, 1 point. So here I have proved, here you can see open interval -1 comma 1/2 open interval, f of x is strictly decreasing, and open interval 1/2 comma 1 open interval, f of x is strictly increasing. That's why f dash x does not have the same sign on the real line. F dash x does not have the same sign on the real line. So here 1/8 I can write here full stop. Since f dash x does not have the same sign, since f dash of x does not have the same sign on the interval open interval -1 comma 1, this thing you have to write. So here at last I have written, since f dash of x does not have the same sign on the open interval -1 comma 1 open interval. So here you can see on the interval open interval -1 comma 1 open interval, f dash x does not have the same sign. Here strictly decreasing, here strictly increasing. That's why f of x is neither increasing nor decreasing, strictly on the open interval -1 comma 1 open interval, full stop. This is the proper explanation and solution of question number 11, exercise 6.2, chapter 6, application of derivative, NCERT 12 mathematics. Okay guys, thanks.